any Shang Tsung of those crazy firewall combos make no sense. The Ninja Killer one where he does like an 88 hit firewall combo.
That's so good. The like 30-second long combo. It was longer than that. It was really
You can literally
People in
order...
the comments were just like, if I get hit by this, I'm just quitting the game. I'm done.
Bro, I'm just gonna go order food.
I'm rooting for him, man. I want to see every hit work.
Have you ever played Persona? No, not the fighting game, I mean Persona, the RPG. It's a good series. Years back, I saw some battle gameplay and I was drawn in by the cool factor of it all. With complete nonchalance, these characters put a gun to their head and pull the trigger. I hear the bang of a bullet fire, but a giant monster appears, except the monster looks kinda cool, and then it does some awesome magical attack. You can't help but say, wow. Or at least, I couldn't. I was 12, and I was hooked. Like most games, RPGs or JRPGs never really caught my interest, and that was more to do with me than it was with the actual games. I didn't branch out much. But when I stumbled across Persona 3, it was the first time in a long while that a JRPG had struck me as cool. So I bought it. The style that Persona has, even before Persona 5, is one of its greatest strengths. Through the music, the voice lines, the animations, and the designs, everything is flamboyantly over the top, and it all works together to distract me from the fact that I'm still just menu scrolling. It's scroll, click, and watch the numbers change, just with lots of pretty stuff on top. And it works! I get immersed and I have a great time. But Persona games are also very long, and while the pretty stuff can keep you immersed for the first 30 hours, Persona games don't do much to keep it fresh for the next 60. Those cool animations that initially drew me in eventually turn into short movies that I dread having to watch for the 100th time just because I dared to buff my party. So can you guess how I feel about having to watch the same combo for the 1000th time just because I got hit in a fighting game? Well, you may be surprised to hear, it doesn't bother me much at all. Are combos too long? For some people, definitely. I've seen many people say that combos should never be more than a few hits. I've even played a fighting game that literally forces combos to end after a few hits, but I've also seen other people that embrace long combos. Those people aren't as easy to notice, but they are around, they say it, and even if they don't say it directly, you know why they posted that clip to Twitter. Instinctually, I'd say I'm on the side of embracing long combos, but with a closer look, I've realized I have no idea where I stand on that question. When I judge combos by their length alone, too many inconsistencies show up. Let's look at BlazBlue, an anime fighter with a reputation for having long combos. A few weeks back, a friend was watching my video about Nu 13 and Lambda 11's lives throughout the BlazBlue series. He said that the loops Lambda 11 used to have looked fun, and I knew exactly what loop he meant because it's a vivid childhood memory. But regardless, I searched up the old Lambda combos again. I just wanted some nostalgia, but as I watched those loops, all I could think was, damn, were the combos this long? How did people endure getting hit in this game? Turns out, not everyone did. I posted my thoughts in a Discord, and that's when another friend revealed that he quit BlazBlue because he spent way too long getting hit by combos. I honestly don't blame him. Older BlazBlue games were slower. The difference between old and new BlazBlue is kinda like the difference between Devil May Cry with turbo mode on or off. But it wasn't just that. Older combo routes were slightly too open. Whenever it seemed like a combo had reached its natural end, no, it's still going, and the game was also rampant with simple yet incredibly long loops, which is probably why the next BlazBlue introduced same move duration limit. If you used the same move twice in a combo, same move duration limit would essentially murder that combo. It had to end there. The implementation was controversial, but for that version of the game, it got the job done. It's no longer around, but BlazBlue's combo structure has mellowed out, and I think it's in a great place. However, compared to other fighting games, even other anime fighters, they're still relatively long. To play BlazBlue is to accept that sometimes you'll just have to watch, often for at least 8 seconds. For the fighting game players that don't want combos to last more than 5 hits, this is probably a nightmare scenario, and it's usually the main reason that people don't want fighting games to have long combos. I get it. Combos are cool, but they also turn a 2-player game into a 1-player game, or at least that's what I usually hear. Sometimes BlazBlue does make me feel like it's a 1-player game, but it's not during the combos. Although being hit by a combo is bad for my game, it does present an opportunity. BlazBlue is fast. so fast that I often can't listen to my own thoughts while I play. Don't ask me why I pressed a button 3 seconds ago, because I'm not going to remember that I pressed it. Combos, however, change that. These moments in fighting games where I can't fight happen to double as rare opportunities where I can think. What are their options after this combo and what are mine? Or I could reflect on why I got hit. Was it luck? Has my opponent noticed a habit? What do I keep doing that I haven't noticed? My mind could be going anywhere, but it's definitely going somewhere. I'm not sure where other people's minds go while they endure a combo, but for me, as long as my mind is busy, that combo can keep going until I run out of things to think about. So for the record, I'm not getting purple phone because I'm sleeping at the wheel, I'm getting purple phone because I'm thinking at the wheel. Or because I'm checking my phone. To this end, the length of BlazBlue combos is something I embrace about the series. It's part of what drew me in. But don't be mistaken, there are many instances where the length of a BlazBlue combo does bother me, and it's usually when I'm the one doing the combo. For example, here is my main character's bread and butter combo. I hate doing my main character's bread and butter combo. Now I'm in control, but I'm still bored and the length of the combo isn't helping. It's so easy to do that I gain no joy from executing it, but I can't put my attention elsewhere because then I'll suddenly drop the easy combo. So this is it. I'm stuck doing this boring 8-second combo over and over every time I land a hit in the corner. If this combo was shorter, it wouldn't feel so bad, but if this combo was shorter, it wouldn't be BlazBlue. The same takes place with my current sub-character, Amane. His combos are a delight, both to watch and to execute, except for this one. Now I wish I could just skip the combo and jump to the next part of the fight, but I can't. I need this combo. It prevents the side swap that is prevalent in many Amane combos, and it leaves me in a better situation than many of his other combos. But the dull nature of this combo is self-evident. It's the same few moves over and over, simply a loop and not very difficult either. But I wouldn't say that loops are the problem, because there are other loops in BlazBlue that are fun to perform. In fact, loops are often a huge hype factor in fighting games.
Gets the Bitatsu. Alright. Oh! Raw 6C counter. Hey, he's going for the meme!
Sometimes. This topic is undoubtedly complicated, but the one takeaway I feel secure in is that length is not the primary issue. Asking if combos are too long might be missing the forest for the trees. Another example of how I feel is in King of Fighters. Now, I adore this series, but I do not play this series. I do, however, watch hours and hours of it, and one character that always seems to pop up is Ashe. I can only speak as a spectator, but Ashe combos are fun to watch. They are also some of the longest combos in the game by far, but I don't get tired of watching them. Meanwhile, there are much shorter combos in King of Fighters that are a bore to watch. It's strange. I've seen Ashe combos many more times than the rest. I've never found them visually striking, and I'm not exactly wowed by the execution anymore, but there's something there keeping me hooked. What's the deal with Ashe? I think it's his reputation.
Oh my god, it went on Asamiya picking up the pieces right there. There is no way, Aru, I swear to you, there is no way history repeats. Did we just get the how to play Ashe video?
Ashe players are cursed to relive that moment.
Oh my god.
At every turn, man. That's crazy. That was his game.
With his install super, Sans-Culotte, Ashe unlocks several cancel options and the result is extremely high combo potential. But Ashe has a history. These incredibly long high execution combos are impressive, but you have to wonder, will it kill? Because despite how many years Ashe has been doing this, it is still too hard to tell what the outcome will be. Maybe the opponent will straight up lose. I still find it tough to tell when an Ashe combo will actually end, so if they take it all the way, that's an impressive feat. Or maybe the opponent will barely make it out alive, left with a sliver of health. If that happens, that's when we all wonder, will history repeat itself? Does Ashe do all those hits through all that execution merely to lose to a combo that takes 100 times less time and effort? Even worse, will the Ashe drop the combo and suffer the same fate? That's the anticipation I feel every time Ash starts up his infamous combos. The routes aren't that unique, but the very real potential for the several different outcomes keeps me entertained, despite how ridiculously long these combos last. Rio, on the other hand, has me skipping through the combo. The elements that keep Ash combos interesting, execution and uncertainty, aren't very present in Rio's combos. Does a combo become too long when it lacks execution or uncertainty? Maybe. But if that's true, making fighting game combos shorter would be a shallow solution to a deeper problem. After all, the boredom I feel during particular combos isn't all that different from the boredom I feel during cinematic supers. Even the ones that look cool will grow dull after enough time. Shortening these sequences could help alleviate the issue, but targeting combo length as the problem would deprive us of the longer, more impressive sequences that only the best can execute.
What are you saying?
Oh, no!
Who made it? Who made it?
Heck, even some of the best cinematic supers might lose their flair if we shorten their length, and I don't know how to feel about that. The first time I see them, they're fantastic, and for a while, they stay that way. But the more I play and the better I get, these cinematics eventually start to stand in the way of other aspects of the game that I've developed an appreciation for. I start dreading the moment that everything stops in service of just one animation. I wish there was a skip button, but there isn't. I can wish it was shorter too, but would these games and characters still be as appealing if some of these animations didn't exist? Like, come on, this is the one thing that Juri did that made me say, wait, she did that? Okay, like, I'm a fan for life, you know? In genres like these, where repetition is king and we do the same things over and over, any cool animations, cinematic supers, or combos can get stale. Where you stand will depend on what you're willing to sacrifice. If you want less time spent on pizzazz and more time dedicated to interactive gameplay, you may need to be content with these games losing some of their core factor. But I don't want that. Even though it may become boring down the line, I want these games to keep that level of pizzazz, because, after all, that's what brought me here in the first place. This is some cool ass shit, you cannot deny that.